Dusty, guys. I've been there for you. I've been supportive of you. I've got your back. I'm trying to educate
okay, now
you.
you're oversharing loads of things.
Elphaba and CLA, they're back. They're back together and they finally reunited. This was something that I never thought I would see in my lifetime. I never thought that they could rekindle their friendship. I just didn't see any possible realm where that could happen. There was no possible future where CLA and Elphaba could coexist, and I've been proven completely wrong.
Yeah? Where did I put my coffee?
Don't even.
Hey, darling.
I was going to say that can't be offers.
No, that's true.
It worked for anything.
Look at this. This looks like sunshine and rainbows. Everyone's happy. Everyone's getting along. Everyone's got their nice little coffees. It looks great. What could possibly go wrong here?
The deodorant as it dries out.
I didn't know that. I can't seem to find it.
You can even hear Elphaba in the background. You've got Elphaba, Maria, and CLA all chilling under the same roof. Wow. They even went out shopping together. They've gone on these lovely trips. It looks like a nice team bonding exercise. It's great. We even have CLA giving Elphaba some little bits of motivation, and they're plotting their course to stardom. So let's take a look at that as well.
Maybe you're not aware of it right now, but it's going to happen. And you're going to be big in the fashion industry. And because of my fashion, I'm bringing out my own fashion. What's going to happen? I think I'm going to blow up. Then you're going to blow up. And then it's like we're going to be like the main famous. Like, we're going to be loaded.
I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't see anything wrong with, boosting each other's confidence, coming up and jotting up plans, how you're going to succeed in the industries and stuff. If they actually put their minds to it, I'm sure something like that could become a possibility. I'm not here to shoot it down. I'm not here to knock it. Elphaba and CLA, who would have thought that this is happening? Who would have thought? Not me, because last time I just remember they had a massive falling out over something. I can't remember what. But they definitely fell out.
We're going to be proper famous. Like, literally, we can't go anywhere. We've got security.
That's happened to me before, actually, in the club.
Still alive.
Oh.
I've said nothing wrong.
No, you're absolutely fine.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that'll be the sub.
That's what I've just made today, because it was empty.
That's also interesting, that CLA didn't know that Elphaba was live then. It's very interesting to see, if that's how CLA does talk to Elphaba behind the scenes sometimes, then it's quite easy to get a look in as to why maybe Elphaba, comes back and thinks that they're actually friends again,
But, yeah, so I've just made 150 on subscribers in it at the minute.
That's good.
That's good.
That is good.
And that adds up. That's just in one day.
Wow.
2 days, 3 days.
That's mad. That's cool.
And it's actually Alpha's makeup range. This is what's given me the shine, as you can see there.
It's a sample. It's a sample. It's a sample.
But this is going to be Elphaba's new makeup range. Oh, absolutely.
That's also very interesting. It's good to see that Elphaba's doing something other than burping and farting and eating pizzas on stream, and there's going to be a makeup range. I don't know how true or legitimate that is. What could possibly go wrong with this business partnership between CLA and Elphaba? I'm sure that there's nothing that could go wrong.
I'm the model for the range, darling. And I blew out Alfie's hair. We look like twins. Oh my God, I look amazing with this colour hair. Oh, absolutely. Maria, we love you. Love you,
So I'll see some nice camaraderie. Everyone's getting along. I'm sure that there is nothing that could possibly get in the way of these great vibes. Well, if you couldn't tell there, I was being completely sarcastic. Of course it went all wrong. So let's get a summary of the drama of what actually happened on this fateful event of CLA and Elphaba reconvening.
As we expected, there was trouble in paradise. CLA kicked off on her live earlier saying that she was fed up with paying for everything that Elphaba and Maria are doing. It's only been 2 days, but apparently she spent over £300 on taxis and food for them, and Elphaba hasn't offered to pay once, apart from a £2 bottle of water or something. CLA then defended Maria, saying that she's a great mum and Elphaba needs to take more care of her and stop dragging her around the country and putting her in these awkward situations and difficult situations and basically uprooting her. She then went on to say that apparently there was a situation, I think it was in Manchester, or it's somewhere there was a situation where Elphaba was surrounded by loads of men while she was and then Elphaba got really mad and said, not everything needs to be on the internet, CLA. And then CLA also said that Elphaba did a gummy while she was with her, and she apparently didn't react to it, and her mum was quite worried. I thought you didn't do anything. Also said that Elphaba has apparently earned £13,000 on Cameo. I don't know where she's got that number from, but she's plucked that number out somewhere. If she's earned £13,000 on Cameo, why is she not in a hotel? Why is she not paying rent? Why is she not doing anything? £13,000 is a lot of money, and you can stay in one place for a significant amount of time. Maybe not with the rent nowadays, but you might be able to. If you're earning £13,000 on Cameo, you can afford rent, you can afford your own food, you can afford bills. Why do you keep moving around the country like a homeless person when you're not homeless? Why do you choose? Look at the way she's staring at me. Why do you choose to just not have a home? I don't get it.
Well, there it is. There's the summary. Thank you to Living with ADHD for that one. But of course, apparently this all started when they were on a night out together, and apparently Elphaba was being stingy and not paying for CLA's drinks or anything, and was expecting everything to be paid for her. I don't know. I wasn't there. So let's take a look at some of the live streams from this event.
I paid for the food yesterday. I'm a kind, generous person, but I will stand my ground. Like when I've seen that I'm taking my money out of my pocket and being generous, I like to see other people do that. And when you know that smoke can, you're coming to my yard, I have enough common sense to go, you know what, Chelsea, I don't mind getting you a draw. You know, your bank card's on the way, whatever, even if you want the money back. You know I would, but the fact that, you know, it's all right, you can come and stay in my house, you can come and destroy plans for the next 2 days, and I'll put it with it because I'm a nice person. But what are you doing to compensate me? What am I getting out of it?
Right off the bat, I think it's completely up to CLA to decide whether Elphaba is round their house for however much time there is. I think once you invite Elphaba around, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, and if you don't, I think that's kind of on you, but that's just my opinion.
And that's why I started going on one, because I speak my mind, and no one's stop me from speaking my mind. And I can get my bank statement and I'll show you how much money I've spent. Do you know what I mean? No one needs to lie. Nah, go away, man. You didn't answer my call, man. Don't think you're putting your on me, darling. Respect a sister, darling. And know what time it is, darling. Fucking putting your on me. I've got my own See what you're dealing with. Because I was good enough to say, you know what, Maria? No, fucking sort yourself out with Alpha. She's made 13 grand on Camo. Go and tell her to get a hotel. Why are you coming to me for? I've got mental health and stress. I've got bed. I'm launching my business. I'm doing this. I don't need your bullshit.
It's so mad. You've got like someone just knocking at the door there. Oh man, who's trying to come in? Is it Elphaba or Maria? Place your bets right now. Who's gonna come through the door?
But no, I'm a good person. I take people in my house and this and that. Because I'm a good person. I don't, you know, and if I see other people trying to take advantage and they're not pulling their weight or finger out, then I will say something. And when an incident's happened where someone could have clearly gone, you know what, she's Chelsea the Yard, I'm famous as well. Like, no one's never tried to not pay. It wasn't that she had a problem with her back, and just took the guy to the side us and just said something. Honestly, it's negative. Everything's bad. And I can't spend money, and I've spent about 300 quid, so...
I think you draw that negative energy towards yourself. I also think if you keep having to reassure, like, I'm a good person, it might mean that you're probably not the best person. I don't understand why CLA or Elphaba still have an audience that watch this stuff. I swear CLA's been banned off her accounts. I swear Elphaba's been banned off her accounts. I don't know how they've just like returned in some capacity, and I also don't know why people are paying Elphaba for cameos and Elphaba's got 13 grand and is, yeah, like the other person said, still just acting like they're homeless and just going around dotting all the places and whatever, and instead of getting a hotel you think, yeah, let me ring up Chelsea Liart. That doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
No, I mean, but yet my son's gone in more or less 4 days without no money from his mum, and I'm spending money on someone else's kids and people. Are you mad? Is
that the same son you called a certain slur, a certain word, a bad word, a very bad word? Is that the same son? Yeah, you probably should be giving him more money.
I hope you're listening. I hope you're fucking listening. I hope you're listening. Not answering your phone. You know the people that don't answer their phone?
I don't think you're listening. Shout out, roll safe.
To me, groups, darling. Nah, you don't answer the phone. I'm not answering my door. F off.
like a horror movie. This is like a horror movie. It's like the person who knocks. I don't know, you can make a whole short film out of this. Just an Elphaba just knocking at your door at random parts of the day. Gosh.
Fucking answer. Your phone was ringing when I was ringing it and you didn't answer it. Both of your phones seem to be dead.
Someone needs to make an edit out of this. You know, like those ones where it's like when mum and dad are arguing and I'm in the bathroom crying or something. Someone make one of those edits to this. I think it'll work perfectly.
Didn't even stick up for me. I was having an anxiety attack. Just stood there. Didn't even say nothing. Didn't support me. But I let you in my house at 4:30 because you had a crisis. But you didn't even stand there and stick up for me. Didn't even say, Chelsea, it's all right. It was nothing. That. You're not no fucking loyal people, darling. Anyone else would have gone like that. Oh, she's a famous TikToker. You can't be like that. She's done nothing wrong. She's come to pay the fucking bill. And has to not serve me. We've never been in your place ever again. Like, what the f*** are you talking about?
I'm a famous TikToker. Pay the bill, blah, blah, blah. If you're a famous TikToker, you'll be able to pay the bill yourself. I don't know why all this argument started. I don't know why. If it's not clearly communicated that you feel like they're not pulling their weight and they're not like buying the drinks on the night out, you need to communicate it, not just leave it to the day after to have one of these rants or whatever. Oh man, but who knows what the dynamic was like. I'm sure it probably was very stressful. I'm sure it probably was a very stressful experience to be on a night out with Elphaba and Maria. I'm sure it was horrible. But to say that you didn't anticipate any of that kind of stuff, and also if they've turned up at like 4 or whatever, 4 a.m. and then you decide to go on a night out, that's kind of a stupid idea as well. I don't know. I'm just confused. And this live is an hour long, and it started off like this.
You've got my lighter, Maria.
Hey, yeah, here you go.
Come in. I'm stressed because of what's happened.
She went to hand back the lighter. Oh my gosh, it really is trouble in paradise. It really is.
Come in. Our phone's died.
Just come in, man. Fuck up my yard. Do what you want. Stay here as long as you want. Do what you want.
No, we're going to sort this out. It's not do what you
Nah, I'm not. I don't care.
Phone died. Not
Yeah,
do what
both
you want.
phones rang and I've got proof that I spoke to Alpha, then they didn't answer twice.
To let you in when you were filming, and that's why.
Yeah,
they
we'll
did
film
that.
for my own
I wasn't in
safety.
there. We sat outside waiting to be served, and they didn't even serve us, and they walked off. I'm like, what the f is this about?
I went to pay my bill.
Yeah,
They're making
I
out
know.
that I've got no money
Well, I know.
and I've got no cash to pay them and I'm scamming
But that
them.
place
They
is
said to me, you know what they said?
horrible.
We've give police your and said because I didn't pay. I said what? You give police my details and call police. He came outside and went to phone police. Do you know how much my anxiety? It's not my fault, Maria.
No,
they
it's not
cancelled
your
my
fault.
card.
I know it's
Listen,
not
you
your
know the
fault.
worst thing is I've gone to the eyelash place, yeah. And paid.
If I was Elphaba and Maria, I'd just go home. I'd just go. Why would you come back? Why would you come back and deal with this? It's a never-ending circle, and for some reason, I reckon it's probably going to happen again. Give it maybe a few months, and then we'll be right back here again because it's content. It's content for the TikToks.
And then I've gone there for a £25 breakfast. He
And it
declined.
didn't work.
And I've said, and I went to Lloyd's Bank, you've left me without no money because I can't get into online banking.
No.
They've sent me out.
Because it worked yesterday. I thought
No,
it
my
worked.
card's working, this
Yeah.
card, but I don't have the card details, do I? It's a new card.
Alright.
I didn't realise that my phone
Why
would
didn't they have
work.
the card details to pay it though.
I don't have the card. I'm still waiting for the card. I lost. They cancelled the card on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, so they've been using.
Oh, this seems like a massive, it does seem like something that's been blown completely out of proportion, which just is standard for CLA, to be fair, but this, I can barely deal with this. I can barely deal with all the shouting. I can't, stomaching this. This is a challenge, just to watch and get through. I can't do it. I can't.
And this is the worst thing, so I'm stressed and I've spent a lot of money. I can't spend money no more. I don't even have money like that to spend. I'm stressed out for everything. It's not even, and maybe it's because I didn't feel like Alpha was considerate in me, like how I considerate her. Like, for instance, I didn't have a draw. You understand?
So all the stress is coming from CLA thinking that she's going to get bagged or sent to jail or have the police involved over a 25 quid payment declining on a bank thing. I'm sure that could probably be dealt with quite easily. I'm sure it'd be way easier to deal with this when you're not live streaming and you don't have Elphaba and Maria inside your house. It would definitely be a whole thing of ringing up the bank again and getting that sorted. But I feel like this is a lot of unnecessary stress and it's actually bleeding through the screen. It's making me stressed.
she's staying in my house. It would have been nice if she offered, for instance, like, oh, I don't mind giving you £80 so you can get a drum, you know, because I'm staying in your house. You're doing a good thing for me. No, I know.
It's mine.
But it's just, I'm a bit like that. It's like, what am I getting out of it? I'm helping, I'm doing, but it's like, you know,
I'm struggling to see CLA's point here. Like, if you expect something out of it, you gotta vocalize it. Otherwise, how are they gonna know? You know, if you want a draw or something, then you gotta explicitly say that, you know, that's what I would like. It is silly behavior, isn't it?
Even do the leaderboard like that. I've got 2 sons to think about. My boy has waited 4 days for me to send him money because of all this. I can't even online bank my son any money. Do you understand how frustrating that is as me? But yeah, my son's looking at me spending money on other people. Nah, man, sorry. It's not even that. It's because I'm just... Do you understand how it looks though? And like, for instance, we went to the show. I paid for the taxi. I got the tickets. Listen, looking at it from my point of view, you bought me a drink, £2, ice water. We went to the show after. You didn't even offer me a drink when we were met. You didn't. You could have done it. Would have been nice.
We were waiting a lot.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Stop making excuses. I always offer people drinks. I didn't have no cash to pay for a drink for myself. Do you understand?
We had to sit down and wait.
We was backstage waiting to. We could have. Yeah, Elpha could have gone. Do you know, Mum? Do you want a drink? Chelsea, do you want a drink? Alpha knows I've got no money. I can't get a drink on my own. I've got no cash. Would have been offered, being as I paid for the taxi. I've got the tickets free off my friend for the show. I've took you. Yeah, I'm just saying, after the show, that would have been nice. I'm always going to speak my mind. It's about being aware of people, not, you know, like, I'm trying to...
Well, if you're always going to speak your mind, you should have spoken your mind whilst you're at the event and be like, can you get me a drink, please? I don't know, like, you know, I'm letting you stay at my house, maybe get me a drink or something. If you always speak your mind, you're always so vocal about it, you gotta just not expect people to be mind readers, especially Elphaba and Maria. I don't think they have the capacity to be aware of other people, to, like, mind read in the same way that you want CLA. It seems like unnecessary stress, and I'm going to ask you guys for a little bit of interaction here. Pick a number between 1 and 10, and then we're just gonna skip towards it. All right, so if we're in sync, all right, pick a number, any number between 1 and 10. All right, 5. All right, let's go to 15 minutes then.
It's not good. I told you, Mum, I don't want you doing nothing like that. You understand? I've been there for you on the phone with your mum for hours in Manchester, where you've been drugged more or less with these dusty guys. I've been there for you. I've been supportive of you. I've got your back. I'm trying to educate
okay, now
you.
you're oversharing loads of things.
Well, I'm just telling. No, it was on live, remember? We was live with it.
You don't, right, everything doesn't need to be on TikTok, Chelsea. Everything doesn't need to be on TikTok. I want to be on TikTok. I've also put money into this. We are leaving and we are going. I don't want to
see the attitude. See the attitude. And now you can go and say whatever you want, because this is the attitude, and it happens all the time, and it's so disrespectful. You've been in my house for 2 nights, Alpha. Let your mum just relax, man. She's fucking up and down. She's not slept properly. This and that. She's doing this to try and help and support you. You need to start having more responsibilities on yourself as well. You know, I'm telling Alpha to be strong. She needs to put a fucking, she needs to fix up, darling. Do you understand? Like, she needs to be more alert. She's fucking going, I'm gonna go and stay in a hostel. You know how famous she is? Things like that will annoy me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get her moved so she's somewhere. She wants to be in London. She needs to be in London. Yeah, but you're a famous TikToker. There's people that'll help you, Elphaba. No one's gonna know if you don't tell or talk to no one or speak or open up to people. That's what I mean. The guy told you need to take a step forward and put that barrier on.
That's literally my words exactly. I wish CLA would take their own advice. I've seen a lot of me's and I's being thrown around, and it's just like a constant circle. I feel like Maria might be the only sane person in that room, which is saying something. And also they were talking about Elphaba doing some stuff with some guys on live, and that's what the other video we looked at was alluding to. This is really draining me of energy. Just like already, I don't know why, but it might be the heat. It's very hot right now, but man, this is too much. I don't even know how much more I can stomach of this.
Crazy, whatever, but I still got love for you. I'll try and support you. I've got more love for your mum than you, to be honest. I have, because Maria, I don't know. I just feel like I connect with your mum in a way, more than you, like, but You know, I love you for being you and being Elphaba and being a TikTok creator and being, you know, making your mum proud, and you've got a fabulous voice, and I see that potential in you and this and that. But also see how your mum suffers a lot. And, you know, from looking at it on that side, you know, it's, you know, and that's all it is, Alpha. It's not easy. It's not easy for Maria. It's not easy for me. You know, you have got your mom, which you should be so proud of because she supports you so much. And, you know, you are doing so well, Alpha. And you are. You good, Alpha. No, it's not. It's just...
I think it's just a backhanded compliment again. It's like jabbing the knife in and then twisting it, you know. I like CLA being like, I've got more love for your mum than you do. It's it's horrible. I can't. It's terrible.
I just want you to understand me a bit more. If, you know...
Okay.
That's all it is. And I tell everything. I can't help it. If something's happened, I'll end up saying everything because this is the kind of person I am. I show my whole story with TikTok about everything.
I totally understand that, really.
I got really riled up with that guy. He's got an issue with me. The trolls have phoned up or said something. They phone up and say that I don't pay for stuff and whatever they do to troll me. That I've got guns, I've got knives, they kick my door off, they do this, they do that. So you've gone through exactly the same. To be humiliated for £25, and all I'm going to do is go for breakfast. You know when I say everything goes wrong for me, nothing goes right?
No.
All I'm trying to do is take you for breakfast. The food's really good, she would have loved it. And can you imagine how my anxiety...
Yeah, I do.
I couldn't breathe properly.
You get so frustrated, the frustration.
And then all the other frustration comes in.
I know.
And then me thinking,
the other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just
and I love Maria and I love Alpha, but I will.
But we're all feeling it.
Yeah, because I can't help it, and it's like this and that. It's like we was in the West End. I was trying to order a taxi. I didn't have no battery. We run out of battery. I was just trying to order a taxi. It wouldn't work. It wasn't working, was it? I was trying. I was trying like 6 times to the point where we had to get the bus.
Yeah,
we got on the bus. The driver wouldn't let Elphaba on. The woman had to come and pay because we couldn't do it, only could use one pass.
That's fucking weird. I don't even understand that mentality. They can't get on the, like, what the fuck? What if you're a family and you're going for a day trip? How many fucking cars can they need to get on a fucking bus to pay for everyone? Makes no fucking sense. The most absurd thing I've ever heard. I was shocked yesterday. When we get on and they say no, I'm like, what? What do you mean no? I just want to pay for a ticket to get on the bus.
And Elphaba, you're like me, you come from nothing, so you get...
Oh, I think they're talking about like the sort of bus system in London where it's like, yeah, you can't really pay for everyone. You all have to like individually tap in on your own, like either Oyster or pay for your tickets. You can't really pay for other people's tickets. And I agree with Maria. It is insane that you can't just get a ticket for everyone on like the London bus system. It's very confusing. Everywhere else, you can just sort of buy tickets for everyone. You can buy however many tickets. But in London... yeah, it's only one at a time. I can understand it must have been a frustrating night out. It must have been, but it's like between, 2 famous TikTokers, like you can't muster up a taxi.
And then I got vexed because I thought you was going to cost the guy, because that's what Alpha's a bit like. She'd be like, excuse me, darling, do you know this is famous? She makes thousands of pounds. Hello. Sent me 7 lions. Like £25, are you for real? Yeah. But you said something like, oh, we'll pay her something. I said... I've got money, you know my card works, you don't need to pay, like what are you talking about? And then that triggered me because I'm thinking, you knew but then you've not realised, and then because I'm thinking...
So I just skipped to a random part in it, and I just, a CLA just said that Elphaba went to offer to pay. So this whole £25 thing that didn't go through for breakfast, Elphaba offered to pay, and then CLA's the one that's like, no, I've got money, and then caused this whole scene. Could have been just completely avoided. Just let Elphaba pay for the thing. Like, but no, the pride and the ego of going, no, actually, I've got money, and you just cause this whole thing for nothing. I'm done with this. I can't be asked. So, as you might guess, obviously, after all of this, Elphaba and Maria released an official statement where they said they are done with CLA. So let's just read that here, shall we? My head actually hurts after this. My head actually hurts. Chelsea, I wish you well. Mum and I are done here. Elphaba and CLA are no longer friends. Again. There we go. I hope we could just close that book. And as a sort of counterpoint to what CLA was saying, where CLA was saying, oh, I feel like you don't like respect or love your mum or whatever, we have Elphaba here shouting out Mumsy and declaring their love for Maria, which I think, you know, there's the best course of action. I feel like Maria is the one that deserves all of the fame and accolades here, not Elphaba, not CLA. I feel like Maria's character is the one that shines through the most. And this whole time we've been covering this whole scene, Maria is my favourite. Alright, that's it. I'll say it.
That's why I love my mum. My mum's a real one. She's always a realist one. She doesn't like the drama on TikTok. She doesn't like any of it. She's so real. And also, like, when people, I just want to say, like, in response to, like, people saying, oh, well, you have your mummy cleaning up after you, this, that, the other. At least I got a fucking mummy, boo. At least I've got a family. People being jealous as fuck. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. People are sad, girl.
Ah, Elphaba, you had such a nice opportunity here to really set up, you know, something good, and you just instantly ruined it by insulting people that don't have a family. I can't believe it. Can't go 1 second without something going wrong.
Do you know what I mean? I'm grateful to have my mum, so I don't give a fuck. Wow. Here comes a new cancellation. Alphabet. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, I'm excited. Ugh. To say like, oh, you say like this with your mum, this, that, the other. I'm like, girl. I'm as, at least I have a mum, at least I've got a family. If you're gonna fucking take the piss out of me and try and come at me, girl, you got your own fucking issues. Do you know what I mean?
I've got no words. I really don't know how this continues. I don't know how it keeps going on. I don't know how we haven't entered the end of it. Even after there were these heinous allegations against Elphaba, which I'm not sure if there's any truth in it or whatever. I saw that Elphaba was accused of something really horrible, and I'm yet to see something come up of it other than what I've just showed now, where Elphaba's just played everything off and just continued life as normal. But we've given so many opportunities and sort of chances for Elphaba to show some growth, but it's just, I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're just stuck in this endless Ouroboros loop of degeneracy, and that's it. And even as of yesterday, Elphaba's still at it, still continuing on. It's fine. We're okay. Are we okay? Are you guys okay? Let me know. Let me know if you're okay down below.
Deep inside, I'm not that confident. I'm really not. It's all show, the confidence that people say. Deep down, I'm not that confident because people bullied me so much. And I'm not fucking ashamed to say that, period. You know, when you finally admit to, like, not having confidence in yourself, that's when you'll start to gain it. And that's when you'll start to be like, you know what, I'm sick of these people trying to think they can put me down. Because it's these same people, right, who want to pick on someone else that don't have confidence themselves. All they think is, I'm going to bully, I'm a horrible person, I'm going to make this person feel like shit because I feel like shit. So, don't focus on these kind of people in your life. Always remember, there's always a secret, dark secret between these bullies that bully you. Remember that.
And on that note, I think I'm going to have to end this video here. I genuinely can't stomach anymore. It's tough getting through these Elphaba CLA videos, it really is. I every time I record one, I'm just wondering, what am I doing? What am I doing on this platform? But I do this for you guys, and I hope my audience, or whoever's watching this, whoever's a fan of the Elphaba CLA content, I hope you enjoy this latest serving, and I wish you a lovely evening, morning, daytime, wherever you are. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for the support as of late. We're back. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.